Do you think that the modeling industry is promoting unhealthy beauty standards? They are trying to propagate on things which are artificial. Gone are the days when it was more about natural beauty, and now surgery, plastic surgery, these things are very common, minimum. People are considering beauty in an artificial manner, and it has become a trend that if you don't have something extra in your beauty, then you will not be even considered as a person who is fit for the
industry.
role for the industry.
We live in a very judgmental world. Now that I have started, I work so hard on my body, and I think I put out the most aesthetic posts on Instagram. But I'm judged and I'm trolled for those.
Right.
Those also get maximum engagement, the bikini pictures and whatever. But I also get judged and trolled a lot. So now I think I have just, made myself immune to them, because people who judge and who troll others, I think they are people who are, they feel very bad for themselves.
Right.
So I literally pity them.
If we see the tradition, traditionally we only see that women have been slaves.
Yeah.
They have never given the opportunity to get empowered.
Yeah.
And it is so unfortunate that a country like India, where women are treated as goddess, they are always worshipped, and one school of thought says that you should respect women, and the other school of thought, like the hypocrisy is so much. नमस्कार दोस्तों, वेलकम टू यूथक्वेक। आज हम एक ऐसे गेस्ट के साथ रूबरू होने वाले हैं जिस पर्पस के साथ हमने ये पॉडकास्ट शुरू किया है उस उदाहरण को एग्जैक्टली रिजेंबल करते हैं। हमारा पॉडकास्ट की शुरुआत इस उद्देश्य से हुई थी कि डिसिप्लिन इज ग्रेटर देन मोटिवेशन। सो ज़्यादातर लोग ये बात कहते हैं कि मोटिवेटेड रहो, हमेशा अपने काम के प्रति सीरियस रहो, बट एनीथिंग इज़ नॉट पॉसिबल इफ़ देयर इज़ नो डिसिप्लिन। और आज हम ऐसे ही गेस्ट के साथ जुड़ने वाले हैं जो पिछले 20 साल से इस इंडस्ट्री में हैं और अपने काम से इन्होंने बहुत सारे फैंस का दिल जीता है। उनके अगर कुछ काम की बात करें तो वो इश्कबाज में काम कर चुके हैं, और मिले जब हम तुम, तेरे इश्क में घायल, और इसके अलावा बहुत सारे OTT प्लेटफॉर्म में भी उन्होंने काम किया है। अगर आज हम बॉलीवुड इंडस्ट्री, फिल्म इंडस्ट्री की बात करें तो इट इज़ वेरी डिफ़िकल्ट टू सर्वाइव, बट आई बिलीव दैट शी हैज़ वर्कड सो हार्ड दैट शी हैज़ थ्राइव्ड इन दिस इंडस्ट्री। It is a pleasure that I will be introducing her to all of you. तो अब ज़्यादा वेट नहीं कराते हुए मैं उनको इंट्रोड्यूस कराता हूँ। उनका नाम है नवीना बोले।
Hi
Navina.
Hi Vishal, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm superb.
So नवीना बोले, as your name goes, तो आज आप दिल खोल के बोलें।
खोल के बोलूँ।
So first of all, it is a pleasure having you on this podcast.
Thank you.
And what is really important, and I really appreciate that out of the busy schedule you have taken out time. It is very difficult because you carry a lot of responsibility. You have a family, you have your professional life,
Yes.
you have your everything agenda attached.
Right.
And out of that, if you are bringing time for us, it is a pleasure.
It is my pleasure to be here on your show, and I love the message of your podcast, which is discipline is greater than motivation.
Right.
I truly believe in this myself. I am living it, and it is my honor to be here on your show and be able to share, whatever I can with your audience and our audience as well.
I am glad that you are participating in this, and what I really want that you stay honest with your judgments, with your thoughts.
Yes.
Because you being a woman, you are an inspiration to a lot of women, because post marriage there are very few women who chase their dreams. It is difficult to follow their passion after marriage.
Yes.
And you are an epitome of struggle, success and courage. So let me start this podcast with your journey. कि आपने इस इंडस्ट्री में शुरुआत कैसे करी, आप कहाँ को बिलोंग करते हैं, और इस क्षेत्र में आने का कारण कैसे बना, और क्या ऐसी कोई चीज़ थी जो आपको हमेशा से हिंट करती थी कि आपको इस लाइन में ही आना है। सो आप अपनी जर्नी के बारे में थोड़ा बताएं।
I would love to actually. तो मैं पली बड़ी बॉम्बे में ही हूँ। मैं बॉम्बे से ही हूँ, प्रॉपर बॉम्बे से, बांद्रा से हूँ।
हाँ।
और I come from a very filmy family. तो my dad was associate director with Mr. Raj Khosla.
Okay.
He had also got into production, and then he was directing shows for Ramanand Sagar for a very long time. Uske baad he felt really ill and he passed away some years back.
Oh, I'm
But
so sorry.
yeah, but life goes on. So I come from a filmy family. My mom is a typical Punjabi housewife from Delhi, and my brother works for a call center. So and I have other filmy roots too. So my bua's son is Milan Luthria.
Okay.
My dad's cousins are Mahesh Bhatt, Mukesh Bhatt. So the whole family is very filmy,
Right,
and I
right.
grew up on films.
हाँ.
And ये तो सोचा नहीं था कि मैं कभी एक्टर बनूंगी या मॉडल बनूंगी. I literally, my dad wanted me to be a doctor.
Okay.
But I used to see these songs as a kid and imagine myself instead of the heroine.
Right.
So I had that, and I was a fat kid. You know, I had acne, and I used to like reading. I used to be in a world of my own. But when I was growing up, I thought that this is something I should explore. But फिर इतना कुछ, I did not give it a lot of importance. I completed my studies. I worked for a call center for 2 years. उसके बाद I met somebody who I started seeing. He was my first boyfriend. He was a model actor, and he encouraged me. So then I made my own money, got my own portfolio done. And the very first ad audition I went to, I got it. It was for Pakistan. It was a brand called Varit Telecom.
Okay.
Uske baad I did a lot of music videos. I did about 50 ads. Then I participated in Glad Rags in 2006. I was in the top 5 in that. And then my modeling journey started. Then 2009 I got Mile Jab Hum Tum on Star One. वहाँ से TV की journey शुरू हुई, and I did TV for a lot of years. And most of my shows, touchwood, were shows that went on for 2 to 3 years. So Mile Jab Hum Tum went on for 2.5 years. फिर जीनी और जूजू जो सब टीवी पे था, that went on for a long time. Then Ishqbaaz, of course, went on for a very long time. So I did TV. I did a lot of other stuff on TV also. And now after my marriage, then I gave birth, then I took a break, and then I came back. And I think by the time I came back, OTT was the platform to be on. So then I let go of TV and I got onto OTT, and touchwood, I'm doing pretty well even in the OTT section. So yeah, that's been my career so far.
It is a very strong career, and it is very commendable that you have taken forward it for so long time.
Yeah.
Because it is very easy said than done.
Yeah.
And no wonder people will not realize what your background is, and they will try to understand things just by what comes out in media.
Right.
Because it is very easy to make past judgments, and rather than getting into the realities.
Yeah.
So because the fact is that usually if you see that there is a notion that don't judge the book by its cover.
Yes.
But in India, or maybe across the globe, it is very easy to pass judgment, to make comments, and they don't understand the inside stories. And it is so important that if you have any story, any difficult story to say, first of all, nobody comes out and tells the story. And if somebody tells, then they feel that since it is like surrounded with influential people, then it should be wrong only. So most of the times, even I have realized that saying truth becomes a problem for the person who have uttered
Who
the
has
truth.
said it? Yes.
So how difficult it was for you as a woman being into this industry, working so hard for so many years.
Yeah.
And as a woman, how difficult or what challenges you faced while working all these years?
So I have been very fortunate, with my journey so far. I've not really had challenges. I've been very blessed, and I have a lot of gratitude for that.
Right.
Like I said, the very first ad I went to, I did get that. Even the first show that I got, Star One, Mile Jab Hum Tum, was, I did a music video, and the producer knew me, and he told me, he showed my pictures to the channel, and the channel wanted me. So it's not, and I have family in Bombay, so that really helped. मुझे पता है यहाँ पे ना लोग इतने they come from different parts of the country. फिर यहाँ पे घर, यहाँ पे survive करना, struggle करना, you know, it's very difficult. So I have been very blessed by Sai Baba ji that I have my family, I have my house, I have a whole base here, a whole support system here who have been there for me unconditionally, you know. My mother, even my ex-husband, everybody was very, very supportive of my journey.
Right.
So I never really faced anything physically, but you know, emotionally now I have realized that we live in a very judgmental world. Now that I have started, I work so hard on my body, and I think I put out the most aesthetic posts on Instagram. But you know, I'm judged and I'm trolled for those.
Right.
Those also get maximum engagement, the bikini pictures and whatever. But I also get judged and trolled a lot. So now I think I have just, you know, made myself immune to them, because people who judge and who troll others, I think they are people who are, they feel very bad for themselves.
Right.
So I literally pity them, you know, for what they have. So it's been a very relatively easy journey for me. I have no complaints as such.
Actually, the problem is that when you are surrounded with good people, the people who can help you in the industry,
Yeah.
it is in a way negative also, because you have some skills,
Yeah.
you have some things which you are unique to yourself.
Yes.
But the society is created in a manner that they only value beauty.
Yeah.
Beyond beauty, they don't see the
Anything.
inner strength.
Yes.
Because as a woman, it has, if we see the tradition,
Right.
traditionally we only see that women have been slaves.
Yeah.
They have never given the opportunity to get empowered.
Yeah.
And it is so unfortunate that a country like India, where women are treated as goddess, and in most ways they are always treated as goddess, they are always worshipped, and one school of thought says that you should respect women, and the other school of thought, like, the hypocrisy is so much that they get into the dirty things,
They objectify women. Yes.
and they say things which are so nasty.
Yeah.
And even if they start examining their own thoughts or their own words, they should feel shameful for that. And I really wonder how all these 50 years, 60 years, a woman has surpassed all this, has survived all this. Why I am telling you, Navina, this thing, because I've realized that as a woman, in spite of having so many opportunities, in spite of having so much potential, but when it comes to actually implementing that, or trying to get one option of proving themselves, they get objectified, and
Yeah.
people don't want to even give one opportunity.
Yeah.
Now, if we actually talk about discrimination, male and women discrimination, the income discrimination, and the way they are sidelined in a manner that we don't see women-centric movies.
Right.
Mostly. We only see male-centric movies.
Yeah.
We know that women are very good in multitasking. We know that there are so much things a woman can do, and maybe there is a threat which is already there, which does not allow the female community to grow, to progress. So when you see things like that, and when you find that it is such a helpless situation for a female, then what is your natural reaction to it? Do you really think of bringing change in this industry, or do you really have given up with the current situation, that since things are not changing, there is no reason of taking the torch ahead and even say a word? So are you changing? Or maybe, because what I have realized over a period of time, with the way you have given interviews, with the way you have freely told everything, I think that you are a very bold lady.
I am what I am. Yeah. I'm an open book.
Yeah. But then, do you think that when you don't get proper reciprocation with the way you want to stand out, do you think that you are changing with the toxicity that you are getting from the environment?
Right.
Do you think that it changes when you get a very bad environment?
I just feel our environment is determined by us, be it a man or a woman. I believe that we create our own circumstances. I believe that we create our own difficulties and we create solutions to our own difficulties. So I'm not saying that I've not been in environments or in circumstances where I have been made to feel lesser as a woman and where I have not been given as much value as a man. Yes, income parity is there, disparity is there. Definitely men are looked up and paid more than women are, even though women are contributing a lot. Men are given more importance, men are given more priority. It's a male dominated world, and I believe that men and women, they all come with their own strengths and weaknesses. I don't think a woman can do what a man can do, and I don't think a man can do what a woman is capable of. So they are two very different people, and I now have stopped looking at people as men and women. I look at people as individuals, and I feel your mindset and your attitude to life is what determines how you are treated and how life goes for you, be it a man or a woman. So if you are a man who is constantly feeling that people are going to mistreat you, if you are constantly thinking that life is going to be bad to you, people are going to be shit to you, this is bad, you are going to get treated. The universe gives you back what you give out.
Right.
But if you, be it a man or a woman, are giving gratitude, are appreciative of what you're doing, want to grow, want the best for everybody, have no bad vibes, I literally feel that you get it back. So like I was telling you, I've had a easy life. I'm very grateful for it. I think because literally the vibes that I've given out have just been of gratitude and appreciation and being thankful and expecting and hoping that everybody is good. So when that happens, most of the time what you get back is also good.
Right.
And having said that, I do believe that there are sections of people who have a very biased mindset towards women, that they should be a certain way, and this has to happen and that has to happen. And there are women who live in these families and in these environments where they are not allowed to voice out themselves and not allowed to explore their potential.
Right.
And I would just like to say that it's about time that, people opened up their minds, got a broader perspective, and started giving women the opportunities that they deserve. For me, even men are amazing, I think men and women both are amazing. We're all human beings at the end of the day, and we both all have our strengths, we all have our weaknesses. And I think we should definitely stop saying that one gender is stronger and the other one is not, because I think we all are at par, we are all equal, and we all come with our strengths and weaknesses.
So, is it that you are saying things which are particularly related to your fraternity or your industry, or do you have a very general opinion when you say things like this?
A very general opinion. Wherever I go, I'm not talking about just, I also do a lot of events, I go to small towns, I meet a lot of people.
Right.
And literally, I have seen if I am nice and I am cordial, I get that respect back in return.
Right.
But if I'm feeling lower about myself, or I am not treating somebody with respect, be it a man or a woman, I'm going to get that same thing back.
Right.
Even when I go to a market, or when I go to the gym or go to a different setting, I just believe that be it a man or a woman, it is what we create.
Right.
For ourselves. But yeah, when you're talking about a mindset as a society, yes, I think especially in India, there is a mindset that women are lesser, women shouldn't go out of the house, they should do housework. They are not encouraged to go out and do what they want to do. They are their voices are curbed, their expression is curbed. I just believe it should be a world where it's live and let live. We are all grown up individuals, we all know what is right and what is wrong. We have to stop judging each other, we have to stop putting each other down, and we have to make it a world which is full of equal opportunities.
So it is always said कि बेटी पढ़ाओ, बेटी को समझाओ.
Yeah.
So do you think that this should change and it should be more about बेटे को समझाओ? Because there are many things which are happening which is very wrong.
Yeah.
And it is more about educating the male child.
The male child.
And it so happens that this comparison of two siblings is very common in India.
Yeah.
Or maybe comparing one kid with the kid in school.
Right.
So it is always said कि उस बच्चे को देखो वो कितने अच्छे नंबर ला रहा है.
It's terrible.
उस बच्चे को देखो उसमें कितनी potential है.
That's
तुम क्या कर रहे हो?
yeah.
So this is a very standard
Very
line which has happened, which is like since ages it is going on.
Right.
And ज़माना कितना भी बदल जाए, this is not changing.
Right.
So do you think that अभी भी वो comparison चलता रहता है मेल और फीमेल बच्चे में?
Yeah, बिल्कुल. So I come from a family where my mother has 3 sisters.
Okay.
My father has 2 sisters. I've got no chachas and no mamas. So, you know, there are sisters. So when I was born, it was great and my family was very happy. But when my brother was born, he was put on a pedestal.
Right.
कि बेटा पैदा हुआ है.
Right.
And to date, I can, you know, I can see that there is a little bias towards the boy. He's a boy. You know, he gets everything.
Right.
He's going to take the family name ahead. So that we definitely have in our, you know, in our culture, that the boy is treated with the, you know, not the same way as a girl. Boy has to get all the, you know, the perks, all the freedom.
Right.
The girl doesn't. Now I have literally conditioned my mother to change her mindset, and I've told her that it's all good, and I've seen a change in her.
Right.
But initially, yes, I have seen that the boys, you know, Raja Beta, especially in the northern parts, in the smaller cities,
Right.
boys are treated and put on a pedestal and girls are not. So yeah, that is definitely there.
So Navina, what is one thing or maybe 2 things which you would tell to the next generation, like to your child, for example, which you did not receive positively in the
Right.
past? Anything which you will definitely tell your child to make her more empowered,
Yeah.
to make her more leader?
Okay.
So what is 1 or 2 things which you will definitely tell her so that her life can be better?
So I will always tell my daughter Skimaira, she's 6. And I will always tell her to be a good human being, to be very kind,
Right.
you know, put it above everything else,
Right.
to always believe in herself, in her dreams. And she doesn't have to do what I want her to do. She has to do what she wants to do, and whatever she wants to do, she will always have my unconditional love and support,
Right.
no matter what. And I just want her to be proud of being a girl, and of going out there in the world and having her head held high, and just be proud to be a girl.
Right, valid point. So, इतने समय जो आपने काम किया, तो is there anything which has surprised you a lot, maybe positively or negatively, maybe anything which you had had a misconception, or you had a very good thought and it just surprised you negatively that these things can also happen in life?
Okay.
क्योंकि होता है ना कि हम एक इम्प्रेशन के साथ लाइफ को जीते हैं,
Yeah.
लेकिन समय के साथ हमें यूनिवर्स कुछ और ही चीज़ों के लिए प्लान
Right.
करते हैं.
Right.
तो ऐसी कोई चीज़ है जो मे बी पीपल इन दिस fraternity or an aspiring model or an aspiring actress who wants to start her career in this industry, it will be helpful for her. So anything which you have learned a long way and maybe a very negative way,
Yeah.
and you can tell the audience which can help them that they
come
don't
prepared.
commit such a mistake.
Yeah. So I think first, you know, there was this thing where the checks would get very delayed. Payments are very late. You know, you work for money,
हाँ.
and you're constantly calling to ask for your money. So
Right.
that really disappointed me. I said, okay, I have come, I have shot, I have given this my sweat and blood.
Right.
I've done my best.
Right.
I've finished your dubbing. I've done
Right.
everything.
Right.
You know, but I'm still calling you constantly for my payment. So that was very disappointing to me. Also, the hours of shooting.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was just speaking to a friend of mine who's currently shooting somewhere for a vertical web series, and he was telling me about how disorganized it is and how they have been shooting constantly since the last 48 or 72 hours without a break. So, you know, we are all human. And I have also shot like that, where I have shot from 8 in the morning to 1 o'clock the next afternoon, continuously. So I think after a while, you have to treat people like human beings and realize that, you know, they need their rest, and they need, that little human compassion.
Mhm.
So these things have been a little disappointing for me. I wish we were more organized
Right.
and
There should be some audit.
something, that this is it. The shift can't extend beyond so long. You give them those rest hours. Payment needs to be done within a stipulated time.
Right.
So that kind of thing. But other than that, I've not really got any shocks or surprises. It's been pleasantly good. Of course, now I'm at a stage in life where I can dictate my terms and I can tell them that, I need a makeup room to myself. I
Right.
need my privacy. I will come in at this time and I will leave at this time.
Right.
But I know that people who are entering the industry don't have this
Mhm.
privilege or this luxury.
Mhm.
So I would say that, just come prepared, ready for war.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's it.
तो अभी तो जैसे बहुत सारे प्लेटफॉर्म्स जनरेट हो गए हैं सोशल मीडिया के थ्रू, इंस्टाग्राम, एंड देयर आर मेनी प्लेटफॉर्म्स जिससे people can approach
Yeah.
the right people.
Right.
लेकिन पहले when you started it was not
It wasn't, no.
so it must have been very difficult.
Very difficult.
So how things have changed in this
Changed.
industry?
Yeah, it's become very easy now. I was very fortunate because I met the right people. So because my then boyfriend was already a model and an actor, he made me meet the right casting directors, the right coordinators. I went to the correct production houses, and I got good contacts. So that helped me a lot. And then I did one thing and then I got another thing through another thing through another thing. Now, of course, with social media, I think your Instagram page is your portfolio.
Right.
People literally see how many followers you have,
Right.
what are your posts like, and they cast you. So yeah, definitely now with social media and the world's become a smaller place, so it's easier for actors to get to know what audition is happening, where they fit, to approach people directly. You can send a DM to someone you want to work with. So yeah, definitely I think it's become easier and smoother.
So do you think that the modeling industry is promoting unhealthy beauty standards, as in they are trying to propagate on things which are artificial? Gone are the days when it was more about natural beauty, and now surgery, plastic surgery, these things are very
Yeah.
common, minimum. So do you think that people are considering beauty in an artificial manner, and it has become a trend that if you don't have something extra in your beauty, then you will not be even considered as a person who is fit for the
Industry.
role for the industry. Or maybe before actually showing your potential or the skills that you have or the command that you have, because everybody is unique and everybody has something which they can offer beyond beauty, right?
True.
But then beyond beauty, things are not even being judged, and
Considered.
and it is not even being given the opportunity to
Yeah.
perform. And it is so unfortunate that in a creative world like film industry, where it has to be creative, so things are being very robotic. Now they say that if you have such and such features, appearance, then you can at least start your journey. And then I don't know beyond that they are even valuing the talent or not. So do you think that talent has no place initially to start the career?
I wouldn't agree on this because I think there are all kinds of movies and OTT shows and TV shows that are made, and they require all kinds of looks and characters and faces. So there are roles which require a glamorous face, and then there are also roles that require a face that people can relate with more, or a more homely face.
Right.
And we have a lot of amazing actors. I'm not going to take names, but they are fabulous performers.
Right.
They don't fit in the conventional beauty mold, but they are still doing a lot of work, a lot of amazing work. They are getting appreciated and awarded for the work that they are doing. So I don't think that beauty is a measure of talent. If a role requires you to be beautiful, of course they will cast a beautiful girl.
Right.
But if a role requires for a girl to be a village person who's not supposed to be of a certain character, then I don't think they will want a beautiful person. So I think it really depends on the kind of role that is being cast. And it's not that if you don't look a certain way, you're not going to get anywhere, because if you have talent and if you have potential and if you are determined to make it, you will make it, no matter what. So yeah, initially maybe when you want to, when you come in front of the camera or whatever, you are judged. Everybody is judged for being beautiful or being not, especially with all these Instagram filters and all we have. I think everybody is looking the same.
Right.
And everybody is fair and everybody is glowing and all of that is happening. But when it comes to work, when it comes to certain roles, when it comes to, I think a lot of people don't fit the beauty mold, but they are still doing very good work. So you do get opportunities, even if you don't look a certain way. Also, I feel going for plastic surgery or looking a certain way is a very individualistic choice. So there's no judgment from me for anyone who chooses to go in whatever way for their looks. I think all of us should have the freedom to choose how we look and what we do with our looks.
Right.
Without being judged or slammed for it. Whether I choose to do it or not to do it is my
But
take.
do you think that it is being forced as a trend? Because the things are like the trend keeps changing.
Yeah.
So do you think that in the recent past,
Now I think
it has started?
because of social media and because of Instagram, and now everybody is suddenly seen all the time on pictures and on videos. There is a certain pressure to look a certain way. Definitely. Yeah, but like I'm saying, nobody can force anyone to do anything.
Right.
But yeah, if you think that you want to get into that mold, and if you want to probably go and get a nose job done or probably get a lip filler done, then I think you should go and do it.
Right.
Yeah.
जब हम लाइफ में ये कहते हैं कि हमें एक ऊंचाई तक पहुंचना
जी।
है, हमें वर्क करना है, मेहनत करनी है, तो क्या वो सेल्फ टॉक जो हम अपने साथ करते हैं रेगुलर बेसिस पे, हाउ इट मैटर्स? क्योंकि इट्स लाइक हमने जैसे मान लीजिए यू हैव गॉट अ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट कि इस पे काम करना है एंड यू कंप्लीट दैट कॉन्ट्रैक्ट फॉर इन द नेक्स्ट 3 months. फिर उसके बाद भी ऑब्वियसली यू वांट वर्क, और तो क्या एक्सटर्नल एनवायरनमेंट बैरियर बनती है हमारी ग्रोथ पे, या फिर हम जो कॉन्वर्सेशन अपने साथ करते हैं ऑन अ डेली बेसिस, वेदर वी डू इट पॉजिटिव कॉन्वर्सेशन और नेगेटिव कॉन्वर्सेशन, क्या वो मैटर करता है?
तो बहुत मैटर करता है. तो जिस स्पिरिचुअलिटी में मैं बिलीव करती हूँ, वो कहता है कि हमारी जो वाइब्स होती है, दैट इज़ व्हाट अट्रैक्ट्स व्हाट हैपेंस विद अस. And I have literally seen a shift even in the way I have. So when there was a time where I was very negative, I was not confident about myself, and I was not feeling good. I had put on a lot of weight, pregnancy weight, and I was very low. And I kept getting lower because of the way I was talking to myself. And then I suddenly got into spirituality, into meditation, everything, and I started talking to myself in a very positive way. I started listening to affirmations that made me feel good. I only started surrounding myself with positive things, and as a result, I started talking more positively to myself. I started loving myself a little more, and the more I did that internally, the more changes I saw externally.
Yeah.
So what you talk to yourself, I think, matters the most. If you keep criticizing yourself, making yourself feel like you're lower than the others, or you're not doing well, or you're fat, or you're unsuccessful, you will get that. Your external world is a mirror of what you are inside, so that reflects. तो आप अंदर से जो भी हो, वो बाहर की दुनिया आपको वही दिखाएगी. तो अगर आप पॉजिटिव हो, आप अच्छे हो, you want the best for others, you're a good person, that's what the outside world will also reflect. But if you are somebody who is constantly telling yourself that you're bad, you're not successful, you're terrible, that's what the external world will do as well.
So basically your emotions is like a mirror.
Yeah. And it's not what you tell, oh yeah, I am positive. You have to feel it. Your vibration has to be positive. In fact, they say God lives in all of us, so it's literally just you and God against the world. So the more positive you make your inner world, the outside world, I definitely feel will reflect that.
तो अभी तक जो भी आपने काम किया है उसमें सबसे अच्छा काम आपको क्या लगा है? लाइक आपने OTT भी किया, आपने मूवीज़ भी करी हैं, तो ऐसा कोई इंटरेस्टिंग काम जो करके आपको अच्छा लगा, एज इन यू लर्नड अ लॉट, या फिर इट मेड यू गेट द फीलिंग ऑफ मैजिक हैपनिंग? बिकॉज यू गेट वर्क, बहुत सारा काम ऐसा भी होता है विच यू डू इट बिकॉज इट इज़ अकाउंटेबिलिटी के लिए भी करना पड़ता है, लेकिन कुछ काम ऐसे होते हैं जो यू वांटेड बिकॉज यू ऑलवेज वांटेड टू डू इट बिकॉज इट इज टेकिंग यू टूवर्ड्स योर ड्रीम, इट इज टेकिंग टूवर्ड्स योर पैशन. तो ऐसा कुछ काम आपने अभी तक जो काम किया है उसमें ऐसा कुछ रहा है जो विच इज मेकिंग यू हैप्पी?
Actually, everything that I've done so far, I usually don't take up work that I don't want to do.
Okay.
I'm very blunt like that. If I don't want to do something, I'm just going to say no. And there was this music video that I did for Jagjit Singh and Radhika Rao and with Radhika Rao and Vinay Sapru. There was Jagjit Singh, Ghulam Ali and Abida Parveen ke 3 ghazals.
Okay.
So that remains my favorite work to date because मुझे हमेशा people have visualized me as a western glamorous character. तो इसमें I was a village girl. I was directed by someone like a Radhika Rao, Vinay Sapru. I was acting to ghazals by Jagjit Singh and Ghulam Ali and Abida Parveen. So it was a very big moment for me. I was selected from about 300-400 people who auditioned, and there were really big names who auditioned. So for me that was the highlight of my career. But other than that, the shows that I've done, Tia from Ishqbaaz, Priya from Jeeni Juju, Dia from Mile Jab Hum Tum, and more recently my OTT shows, Guilt 3, Guilt 4, Rishton Ka Chakravyuh and Hangama. They have all helped me explore myself as an actress. They have got out my real potential. In fact, I think I'm doing more performance-based protagonist roles on OTT as compared to TV. So this is literally like my second innings, and I'm very, very happy with the kind of work that I've done recently, especially with Rahat Kazmi ji.
Okay.
You know, I've done a lot of, in the last 1 year, done a lot of projects with him. And I love what he brings out in me. And recently, Rishton Ka Chakravyuh also has been appreciated a lot. So, yeah.
So if you get an opportunity to go back in your 20s and you want to change anything, do you find anything which you कि मेरे को अब उस टाइम पे ये चीज़ करना चाहिए था कि शायद मेरी ज़िंदगी बेटर हो
जाती? No, I literally have no regrets. I just feel every stage of life is meant to teach us something. If I hadn't made those mistakes or gone through what I did, I wouldn't be the person I am right now. So what I am today is because all of those years taught me so much, whatever I went through. So I wouldn't like to change anything.
और मुंबई में जैसे कोई पोटेंशियल पर्सन आता है टू वर्क, टू मे बी एक्टिंग, कॉमेडी, जो भी वो करना चाहें, तो कैन यू लाइक सजेस्ट पीपल दैट उनको इन एजेंसीज के थ्रू या इस माध्यम से जाना चाहिए सो दैट देयर जर्नी कैन बी ईजी, और नॉट ईजी देन एटलीस्ट नॉट डिस्ट्रैक्टेड? So because out of your experience, obviously you can share it with the audience which can help them. So do you know, like obviously you must be knowing, so do you have can you share the reliable agencies through which people can contact? And
in the current work scenario, I would tell everybody, not just actors, but everybody who wants to make a mark, you definitely need to have a good Instagram page where you put yourself out there, because the whole world is watching Instagram now.
Of course.
And YouTube and, you know, social media. So firstly, make sure that page is looking very presentable. Make sure you're giving out content, sharing stories, because now even actors like a Shah Rukh or, you know, they're all on social media, and everybody needs it because it is very relevant. So do that first, and secondly, then, you know, there is Mukesh Chhabria. For TV, there's Rupesh. There is Subir. There are all these casting people who they can get in touch with. Check out on Instagram the verified accounts of casting people, of ad agencies, of talent managers. Go ahead and send them a DM. Send them your Instagram handle. You know, go meet them. and go for auditions, and just keep working and working and working till you hit the jackpot.
So what kind of work you want to do in future, which you have not got so far?
I'm very happy with the kind of work that I've done in the last 1 year, especially. I always wanted to do protagonist roles, which I'm now getting on OTT. On TV, I was always like the vamp, and I was always the parallel lead. So now I'm doing lead roles, and it feels very good. So I would like to continue that trend and probably move on to, I would love to land a Netflix or an Amazon Prime show in a lead. So that would be great, which would help me explore the actor in me. And so I would just like to keep doing the kind of work I'm doing right now.
Actually, एक moment ऐसा भी आया था जब you came very positively, like in a way that which can exhibit women empowerment, that how women can be so courageous. Not everybody does this, but there was a moment related to casting couch.
Yeah.
जब आपने खुल के ये बात बोली थी
Yes.
कि it's going very bad.
Yeah.
और इस चीज़ को काफ़ी लोगों ने पॉजिटिवली भी लिया, काफ़ी लोगों ने ट्रोल भी किया.
Yeah,
It must have been a very difficult thing from yourself for you. But overall, जब ये चीज़ होती है तो as a woman, what do you feel? How do you want to project these things to the audience? कि should they, like, after getting trolled, should they step back, or should they still be on their stand? So what is your take on all this?
As long as you are speaking your truth, you have nothing to be ashamed of. And you shouldn't back down from what you have done or you have said. I had spoken about my experience. At the only time that I have actually had a bad experience was with this man,
Right.
who's a very big director. His name is Sajid Khan. I have named him in earlier interviews also.
Right.
And I don't want to get too much into the detailing here because I've spoken already so much
Right.
about it. But I just feel that no person with dreams in her eyes and hopes in her
Right.
heart should have to go through
Right.
that kind of treatment from anybody.
True.
Where you are asked to come for an audition, and
Right.
then you are asked to remove your clothes and sit in front of them to see how
Right.
comfortable you are with your body. And then you have to make an excuse and run away from there, which is what I had to do at that point. And I was barely 22 or 23 at that time. So I was really, really young. And I got saved and I could walk out with my dignity. But there are people who I'm sure don't get, that lucky.
Right.
So I think the minute your body literally tells you when something is not right. So I just believe that women should go with their instincts, and if they feel that something is off or something is not right, they should walk out of that situation right away. And I really want to request all these people who prey on women in the guise of work.
Right,
Don't do that. Don't do that, because you might just crush somebody's dream.
Right.
Not just for your tharak or your lust.
Right,
You can't ruin people's lives.
True.
And you can't treat them with so much disrespect that it just makes them. I still went on and I still went on to work. There are
Yes.
people who might have just lost hope and,
Yes, of course.
So, yeah.
It is very bold thing that you have actually still you are continuing with your journey.
Yes.
Otherwise, anybody can
it
lose
can
hope.
put off anyone. That this is, because then you start expecting कि हर जगह यही होगा आपके
Right.
साथ. एक इंसान, you see one rotten apple and then you feel all of them will be rotten apples. So, yeah, people should really, really know that there's a line which divide, which is this work and this is your
Right.
private life and this is
Right.
your pleasure.
Right.
Keep that away.
Right.
So.
ये बहुत बड़ी बात है कि आपने ये बात को बोली और फिर उसके बाद आप अपने सपनों के साथ फिर भी आगे बढ़ रहे हैं.
Right.
एंड ये अच्छी बात है, ये बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग बात है आपकी कि यू हैव so much positivity, और with your example there are so many girls who will feel pride of this, and they can actually not get into this notion
Yeah.
कि if you want to succeed then
You
this
have
is,
to go through something like that.
so,
Yeah, you don't have to.
So अभी अगर वैसे एज अ क्रिएटिव पर्सन पूछें कि आप तो मॉडलिंग में आ गए, मूवीज़ में आ गए, पर हर इंसान का और भी एम्बिशंस होते हैं और भी हॉबीज़ होते हैं. तो as a creative person, are you into singing, dancing or any direct, क्योंकि एक्टिंग के बाद काफ़ी लोग डायरेक्शन में भी जाते हैं, तो ऐसा कुछ है आपके मन में कि you want to be a director going
I think I would
forward?
make a very good director if I ever decide to be one.
हाँ,
Maybe
हाँ.
it is something that I could explore after a couple of more years.
Right.
But right now I am still trying to reach the level of
Right.
like completely explore my potential as an actor.
Right.
As of now, I have also branched out into image management and soft skills training. I have almost got my certificate in that, so that is also something that I'm going to start so that I can help people. I go to a lot of small towns for events, and I have a lot of people who come up to me. They look up to me for the way I am, for the way I speak, the way I dress,
Right.
or my fitness, so that I would love to help and reach out to people all over and give them tips to improve themselves. So also I think that would be a way of me giving back in some way, because I have been so fortunate in receiving.
Right.
So yeah, that is also there on the as part of my future plans.
But then do you have a story to say, like क्योंकि कुछ लोग डायरेक्शन में बहुत अच्छे होते हैं. मैंने एक बार इम्तियाज़ अली जी का इंटरव्यू सुना था, तो वो कह रहे थे कि कुछ लोग अपने आप को हमेशा इस तरह देखते हैं कि दे वांट टू बी इन द लाइमलाइट, तो वो एक्टिंग के तौर से अपनी स्टोरी को एक्सप्रेस करते हैं.
Right.
लेकिन कुछ लोग ऐसे होते हैं जो बैकग्राउंड में रहते हैं, दे वांट द स्टोरी टू बी एक्सप्रेस्ड, देयर स्टोरी टू बी एक्सप्रेस्ड थ्रू
Some other
performers.
people. Yeah.
So how do you relate yourself to yourself act, or to share your story, your mind through some other performances?
I would be good either way. So
Right.
I love playing different characters, becoming different characters, and enacting them on screen, because I just feel that you should really love what you do for your work. That is very important.
Right.
Otherwise there's no point of working.
True.
So there, as an actor, definitely I enjoy myself, but also I do believe that if I'm given a creative script and I have to bring out a story and I have to bring out characters, I think I would be very good at people enacting that also.
Right.
So yeah, you've actually given me an idea to probably explore this in future.
Because I have seen that people who are creative and who gets into acting,
Yeah.
कहीं ना कहीं उनके पास कुछ stories होती है बताने को.
Yeah.
And those people are very thoughtful.
Yeah.
उनका mind इस तरह से active
Exactly.
रहता है कि they can't, और मैं इसलिए भी कह सकता हूँ क्योंकि you have that ability to step out and
Do something.
say something
Yeah.
which is wrong.
Yeah.
तो ये वही कर पाते हैं जिनमें हिम्मत होती है,
Right.
और जो समाज की गलत चीज़ों को बर्दाश्त नहीं कर
नहीं कर
सकते,
सकते. Yeah.
और उनमें वो डायरेक्शन वाली
Yeah.
फीचर होती है, इसीलिए मेरे माइंड में ये सवाल
Yeah.
आया.
Yeah. So definitely, I think in future it is something that I would like to explore.
Right. तो आपके पूरे जर्नी में आपको किसी ने साथ दिया? क्योंकि इस जर्नी ऐसा तो है नहीं कि अकेले अपन कोई भी राह पकड़ लें और कंटिन्यू कर लें. ऑब्वियसली वी नीड फ्रेंड्स, वी नीड नेटवर्क. तो आपके जर्नी में किसी ऐसे परमानेंट पर्सन जो आपके साथ हमेशा जुड़े रहे और आपकी हेल्प करी, या फिर आपको कहीं से वो मार्गदर्शन बताया, नॉट एज अ परमानेंट पर्सन, लेकिन उन्होंने कोई ऐसी चीज़ बताई जो आपके लिए पाथ ब्रेकिंग एडवाइस थी? डिड यू गेट एनी advice which was very valuable to you in your life?
Not that I remember anything specifically, but I have met a lot of people who I have learned a lot from. I have got a lot of encouragement from, a lot of motivation from. All my directors, a lot of my senior co-actors. My family has been my biggest support. They have been there for me unconditionally. And for a very long time, the people I dated, the person I was married to was also very encouraging. So I have got a lot of encouragement and support from my loved ones and from people that I have worked with. And so I'm just very, very grateful to have been blessed with a lot of people on my journey. So I can't give credit to one person, because there have been so many people.
But is this glamorous world worth the struggle that you had or you are facing? क्या मतलब ग्लैमरस लाइफ जो दुनिया को दिखती है, क्या आपको लगता है कि अगर उनका कोई गोल नहीं है, कोई पैशन नहीं है, तो क्या उनको फिर भी स्ट्रगल के साथ गुजरना चाहिए? Do you think that it is a very serious thing to do? because many people want fame, many people want recognition, and after getting into that, they come to know that there is a lot of struggle. तो पाने से ज़्यादा खो देते हैं. तो क्या आपको लगता है कि वो ये स्ट्रगल फायदे की चीज़ है?
पर आप मुझे बताओ कौन से प्रोफेशन में स्ट्रगल नहीं है? I think there is struggle in every profession. And again, I say that struggle is how you look at it. If you look at it like struggle, then you will be struggling. But if you look at it like steps to get to where you want to get, then it's not going to be a struggle. Then it's just going to be things that you have to do to get where you're getting. You know, if you're working out to look good, if you're eating well to look good, if you are going for auditions, giving screen tests, one person who is pessimistic would look at it as struggle, and one person who's optimistic and who just wants to work towards their goal would look at it as stepping stones towards where they are going.
Right.
So for me, it is just how you look at things.
Right.
You know, it's all about perspective. So I don't even like the word struggle. You know, I'm a struggler, or I have struggled. Yes, I have worked hard. Yes, I have done things to make myself better, to get where I want to get. But I don't really relate with the word struggle for anybody. If anyone has a dream and if anyone wants to do something, then you do what it takes to get where you have to get. It's that simple.
So you mean to say कि सक्सेस की अगर परिभाषा बोली जाए तो वो ये नहीं है कि आपको वो ऊंचाइयां मिल जाए, वो जो जर्नी
बहुत जरूरी है.
वो जर्नी ही
that is the main thing.
is more important.
Absolutely.
कि मैंने एक बार कहीं सुना था कि जैसे कोई सेलिब्रिटी है, उन्होंने ये कहा कि मैं हमेशा से चाहता था कि मेरे को ना एक फरारी मिल जाए, एक मर्सिडीज़ मिल जाए, और मैं 15 साल से उसके लिए मेहनत कर रहा था, और जब वो मुझे मिल गई तो मुझे एक दिन के लिए ही उसका चार्म रहा, लेकिन वो जो 15 साल मैंने उसके लिए जो मेहनत करी, that was more success to me.
Exactly. They say it's not the top of the mountain, it is the journey to the top of the mountain. That's the main thing.
So अगर आप फ्यूचर की बात करें तो जो भी चीज़ें आपने फेस करी, जो भी नेगेटिव चीज़ें आपने फेस करी, तो डू यू थिंक कि यू योरसेल्फ विल बी अ पार्ट ऑफ द चेंज? डू यू हैव एनी प्लान्स ऑफ गेटिंग इनटू थिंग्स व्हिच कैन ब्रिंग चेंज? जो वो लोग जो जैसे आपने कहा कि ऐसे कोई भी फ्यूचर जनरेशन वो चीज़ें फेस नहीं करे, तो क्या आपके दिमाग में है ऐसा कुछ कि ऐसी कुछ चीज़ होनी चाहिए जिससे वो चीज़ फ्यूचर में किसी के साथ नहीं हो?
See, everybody comes with their own destiny. You can't stop what is going to happen with anybody. You can't plan anything. You cannot control anything. But from as an individual, I can create awareness. I can talk about what has happened so people learn from it and don't repeat those mistakes. And of course, if there is any opportunity to be part of anything that helps in helping people, I'm always up for it.
और नवीना जी, आप कुछ बता रहे थे कि आपके कुछ असाइनमेंट्स हैं जिस पे यू आर वर्किंग, सो आप बताएं कि कौन सी चीज़ पे आप फिलहाल काम कर रहे हैं?
So again, there are 1-2 projects in the pipeline which I can't talk about, but one thing that is very close to me is a project which my very, very close friend Roli Ryan, she is making on, it's loosely based on a Korean drama. Okay. And I have seen her work on it from the script level to the execution, and now it's going to go on floor next month. And she has specially written a very, very special role for me. Right. So I'm really looking forward to working on that and then literally seeing that come to life.
Actually, एक जगह मैंने सुना था कि with great power comes great authority and responsibility. So इस चीज़ को बहुत टाइम के बाद लोग मिसगाइड कर लेते हैं, मिस इंटरप्रेट कर लेते हैं, क्योंकि वो पावर जैसी आती है तो वो और जुल्म करना शुरू कर देते हैं, जिम्मेदारी नहीं समझते हैं. तो ये जो चेन है वो फिर चलती ही जाती है. कि जो सीनियर पोजीशन में पहुंच गए हैं, उन्होंने हो सकता है कि कुछ ऑडियंस को फेस किया और फिर वो फेस करके वो पहुंचे, लेकिन उन ऑडियंस को फेस करते हुए वो भूल जाते हैं कि उनको कितनी वो तकलीफ हुई थी उसको फेस करते हुए. और उनको एक ऐसा इकोसिस्टम क्रिएट करना चाहिए कि वो फ्यूचर जनरेशन को नहीं हो. कोई ये बात नहीं बोलता कि जो मेरे साथ हुआ वो मैं किसी और के साथ नहीं होने दूंगा. इस तरह की चीज़ अपन नॉर्मली देखने को नहीं मिलती है. तो जब अपन इतनी ऑटोक्रेसी और इतना डोमिनेंस देखते हैं सोसाइटी में, डू यू थिंक दैट और ये चीज़ एक्चुअली ऐसा नहीं है कि सिर्फ इसी इंडस्ट्री में, इट इज़ अक्रॉस एवरी इंडस्ट्री. सो डू यू थिंक कि ये चेंज हो सकता है, और चेंज अगर हो सकता है तो किस तरह से इस चीज़ की शुरुआत की जा सकती है? क्योंकि अगर मान लीजिए जो मुखिया अगर वो इस बात को समझ जाए कि जो उनकी प्रजा है उनको ये चीज़ फॉलो नहीं हो, तो ऑब्वियसली वो पूरी चेन को तो एक बार में ठीक नहीं कर सकते, बट देन उनके अंडर जो 4 लोग हैं वो उनका ख्याल रख सकते हैं.
Correct.
और जो 4 लोग हैं उनके नीचे जो 40 लोग हैं वो उनका ख्याल रख सकते हैं. अब क्योंकि वो जो 4 लोग उनके नीचे हैं वो भी कहीं ना कहीं पेन में हैं, तो दे आर नॉट हेल्पिंग the chain, the following chain. So this is actually eventually hampering maybe the audience or maybe the customers जो corporate में है. तो अगर इतना problem है and we know that these things are wrong, then do you think that there is a change possible, like or it will go like this only?
Change is only possible if everybody at their individual level decides to make a change, and nothing will change in a day. Nothing is going to change in a month. You know, there are baby steps, but I think आप अपना नजरिया बदलो, आप अपना intent बदलो, the way you treat people, you know, you change that. And you know, if there are people under you, you start working with them and getting them to change their thing, and literally gradually, you know, goes from person to person to person, and then you can bring about a big change for the society at large, or for the next generation at large, where conditions are better, you know, the environment is better, and it's all great. But it's all about baby steps. आप एकदम से बहुत बड़ा कोई revolution तो ला नहीं सकते हो, but I think literally अगर आप baby steps लो, and slowly by slowly if you start working on things, then I think long term definitely, you know, there'll be a change and there'll be a transformation.
पर आपको ऐसा लगता है क्या कि कभी ना कभी हम अपने वेस्टेड इंटरेस्ट के लिए या कुछ शॉर्टकट के लिए, या फिर क्योंकि हम वो स्ट्रगल को अवॉइड करना चाहते हैं, हार्डशिप्स को अवॉइड करना चाहते हैं, तो हम सोचते हैं कि इस चीज़ को कंटिन्यू करने देना, करप्शन को कंटिन्यू होने देना, इट विल एटलीस्ट आई कैन अवॉइड दैट स्ट्रगल. तो ये जो चीज़ अपन इस नोशन के साथ जीते हैं, तो ये कहीं ना कहीं वो नासूर बन जाता है. 99% लोग अगर आप देखें तो इस चीज़ के साथ जी लेते हैं कि इफ़ थिंग्स आर गोइंग रॉन्ग, लेट इट हैपन, एटलीस्ट आई डोंट हैव टू फेस दैट हार्डशिप विच हैज़ बीन फेस्ड बाय 1% ऑफ द पॉपुलेशन. तो कहीं ना कहीं हम अपने दुश्मन खुद ही बन जाते हैं एक शॉर्टकट के लेने के चक्कर में. और इसका एक कारण ये भी है कि हमें अपने आप पे भरोसा नहीं है. अगर हमें अपने आप पे भरोसा हो और अपनी काबिलियत पे भरोसा हो, और हम अगर चाहें कि हमें रादर देन डूइंग अ कॉर्पोरेट जॉब वी कैन फॉलो आवर पैशन, तो इस चीज़ को अवॉइड किया जा सकता है. लेकिन आपका ये कहना है कि इट इज़ लाइक अ बेबी स्टेप विच कैन बी फॉलोड एंड it will definitely take time.
No, I just feel as individuals, if we make changes to the way we handle situations, or if we handle people, and then people who follow us or people who are under us, if we tell them that this is how you do it, and then dheere that is how it flows. You know, the whole attitude and the whole revolution to bring a change, that is how it works.
So basically एक audit system कुछ टाइम में इस तरह से शुरुआत होनी चाहिए कि जहाँ पे थोड़ा सा एक मॉनिटरिंग तो हो, वरना तो ये चीज हमेशा कंटिन्यू ही रहेगी.
और ऑल्सो आई जस्ट फील एज इंडिविजुअल्स इट्स अप टू अस टू you know, say no to what is not acceptable for us, and to say yes to what it is. There are people who will do anything to get what they want.
Right.
You know, so then you can't do anything about that.
True.
So as individuals, we are also responsible for the way we are treated, and the doors that open for us and the doors that shut for us.
Right. Very valid.
So yeah, that's what I believe.
So thank you Navina ji. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Same here.
काफ़ी कुछ डिस्कशन हुआ जो कि it was meaningful for the industry, and it was very relevant for the audience also, because there are many creative people who want to get into this industry, लेकिन they are clueless कि करना चाहिए नहीं करना चाहिए, and even the parents do not encourage them क्योंकि उनको भी इस environment का, इस ecosystem का पता नहीं है. But then people like you, when you come forward with such things happening.
Yeah.
So even the parents get that confidence that you can live with your principles and not even
Yeah.
survive but thrive in this industry.
Yeah, I just really feel as parents we should give that atmosphere to our kids where they can just bloom and they can develop,
Right.
have their own ideas, do what they want to do. Of course, we can guide them,
Right.
but we can't control them and we can't impose on them. That's a very wrong style
Right.
of parenting,
Right.
and I really feel that new age parents should learn from what our parents did. Our parents were wonderful, they were
Right.
lovely, but they made certain mistakes, so we should
Right.
learn from their mistakes and not repeat those mistakes now.
क्योंकि अगर किसी को गिफ्ट देना है तो बेस्ट गिफ्ट तो फ्रीडम ही है.
Yeah, to just let them be, and take their own path and do their own journey. Of course, guide them, be there for them, but at the end of the day, every person comes with their own life story. हमारे बच्चे भी हमारे बच्चे नहीं
Right,
होते. We just
right.
bring them to the world.
Right.
So it's
we
that
should not
simple.
control their
No
thoughts, of
control.
course.
And don't control yourself also. Don't control anybody. Just
Right,
flow.
right.
I literally believe just flow. Don't force anything.
थैंक यू नवीना जी.
Thank you.
आई एम श्योर हमारी ऑडियंस को पसंद आया होगा आपका ये पूरा का पूरा पॉडकास्ट, क्योंकि
hope so.
आपने बहुत ऑनेस्टली बोली बातें.
Right.
और जैसे मैंने शुरुआत में बोला था कि आप खुल के बोले,
जी.
तो थैंक यू फॉर दैट.
Thank you.
एंड थैंक यू ऑडियंस, आपने हमारा पॉडकास्ट देखा और आई एम श्योर आपको पसंद आया होगा. फ्यूचर में भी हम इस तरह के पॉडकास्ट लाते रहेंगे. ऐसे ही इन्फ्लुएंशियल लोगों को हम अपने पॉडकास्ट में बुलाएंगे, शेयरिंग देयर स्टोरीज, देयर जर्नी, विच विल बी हेल्पफुल फॉर यू. थैंक यू वेरी मच.